Welcome back to the Daily Buzz and today's head drama. Our dream expert, Lori Lowenberg, is back with us on this most spooktacular of days. You may have had a nightmare recently and thought to yourself, wow, that was crazy. I could make some serious cash if I wrote a book or made a movie about that. Well, apparently that's already been done. But first off, let's talk about why we even have nightmares. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning.
All right, so what is it? Well, I mean, you know, it's not obviously pleasant to have a nightmare, and you would think that your own mind would protect itself from such bouts of horror, but why do we have them in the first place?
They're good for you, even though they're no fun to have, because they're alerting you to something that's wrong in your life. Okay. It's usually connected to mishandled issues, issues you're ignoring, or an issue from the past you've not been able to let go of. So the longer you ignore or mishandle an issue, the more hostile your dreams will become until they reach nightmare status.
So if you have like a dream about Jason, it means that you haven't been going to your son's hockey games and you need to cut down that tree in the front yard with the chainsaw.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Let's move on. Let's talk about Frankenstein. You say this is the product of a dream?
Yes. Oh, it's so interesting. Frankenstein we have because Lord Byron dared Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, to come up with a really good ghost story. So one night she had a nightmare. She was looking at what she called a phantasm of a body, which means a dead body lying on a table hooked up to all this machinery. And then the body slowly started to moan and come to life, and it frightened her awake. And so that was the birth of Frankenstein.
Wow, incredible. Yeah. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yes, Robert Louis Stevenson had been going through writer's block, as all writers do. Sure. And so one day he was taking a nap, and his wife heard him screaming in the bedroom. So she went in to wake him up, and he got mad at her. He said, "Why did you wake me? I was in the middle of a wonderful story." And so he dreamed two of the scenes out of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and she woke him up when Dr. Jekyll was in the midst of transforming into Mr. Hyde.
Wow, fascinating. Okay, and what about Twilight? That's also a product of a dream?
Yes, and this is my favorite one. Stephanie Meyers dreamt of two people having a very intense conversation in the woods, a man and a woman. The man was very handsome and sparkly, and they were talking about how they were madly in love with her, but he was dying to kill her because he was turned on by the scent of her blood. And she says the entire chapter 13 in the first book is a transcript of her dream.
Wow. And finally, Sex and the City Part 2. Also the result of a nightmare?
I think it's a nightmare for all of us.
Okay, I agree with you. Lori has a wonderful book. It's called Dream On It. Unlock your dreams, change your life. You can find out more information about that and also some great articles she's written at headdrama.com.